Hello and welcome to another Leader Post election video. I'm Mark Melnichuk. Arthur White-Crummey is doing important journalism and he can't be here today. So you're stuck with me. I apologize.
You do important journalism too.
I guess so, yeah.
You do more online journalism, which is
the internet is where all the important journalism
absolutely
happens,
well, in
as
this
everyone
campaign
knows.
It actually is.
Initially, I thought this election campaign was going to be boring, and then the whole brown face thing happened, and I was like, oh my God. But now it seems like, to me anyways, I'm starting to start to fall asleep again. I think something's going on with Andrew Scheer. He may or may not have been an insurance salesman,
yes,
or a broker at one point. I don't know, like what's even happening right now?
Well, in my generation, we used to call it Fonzie jumping the shark. You guys are too young for that. It happens all the time in elections campaigns, Mark. What happens is something big comes up, and there's no coincidence it does, because parties hold back things and things get leaked all the time. So the first one was a pretty good one. Because of that, you have retaliatory action, and you're sort of seeing that right now. All of a sudden, we're hearing stories about Andrew Scheer not being licensed as an insurance broker, which is just such a delightful Canadian scandal, isn't it? That's the best thing we can possibly come up is whether our Prime Minister is being, potential Prime Minister is being, was an official broker or not. It's irritating, and it's irritating as hell from the perspective of a columnist, knowing full well that in some ways this is the more fun thing that happens and what people kind of do care about, but it's also really irritating from the perspective of there's more serious things to care about. We have a whole bunch of issues like the environment, like the debt, like the economy that do need to be talked to. I get that they're boring, and I get that they're sometimes tough for people to understand and not as easy to grasp as a brown-faced, black-faced scandal, or whether or not someone's been padding their resume for the past few years. But because we've had these issues, fortunately, we haven't been getting onto other things that I think politicians need to be held to account for. And there's a lot of them, including sort of the debt, the deficit, how all these promises they're making right now are going to cost us. Does it really make sense to be planting another 2 billion trees when we're kind of doing that already? Is that something that we need to fact check? Is the fact that we're giving free camping spots to people that may or may not be going camping anyway, the best use of public funds? These are actually kind of serious issues.
What did you think about the video? Did you see the video of Jagmeet Singh in Montreal with the man, coming up to him and telling him that he should take his head covering off?
Well, you know what?
That caught quite a bit of traction too.
And I think that's where actually social media really works well, don't you? Because you wouldn't be able to have told that story as well as it was told visually, because there was a cameraman there, happened to be sort of mainstream media cameraman who captured it. But the fact that that is getting shared as much as it is on social media, and on my feeds, it was getting shared a lot by conservatives, like the Brad Wall types, and who...
Yeah, Brad Wall even mentioned it. Yeah.
And good for Brad Wall for doing so, and good for anybody for doing so, saying this is not acceptable. I think that is where social media is actually good, because it gets people that might not normally be talking about that kind of thing, about how we need to be a little bit more inclusive, how maybe it's not the worst thing in the world to have someone run as Prime Minister and as a federal leader that happens to wear a turban or happens to have other displayable religious affiliations.
I think that's enough political talk.
You think that's enough political talk?
Yeah, I got to tap out, man.
You got to tap out?
Yeah.
Want to talk about games?
Yeah, but I don't think we should do that.
Well, I know nothing about that.
Yeah.
I could bring my kid in.
The new season of Apex Legends is really good. Check it out. Well, we're done for now, I guess. You can check out all of our political coverage, Arthur's political coverage, on leaderpost.com, and we're on, all the social medias like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Tumblr, Visco, Friendster, MySpace, Reddit, 4chan. No, not 4chan. All right, bye.